Hi again, friends. Welcome back to another segment of The Bottom Line, digging into the scoop from The Bottom Line, if you will. This is Carlucci Broadcast International. Mike Carlucci here with you. Alongside here is my good buddy, yours as well, Richard Boddie. Richard, great to see you again, my friend.
Indeed.
And we're going to delve into a very hot topic of late here. First off, remember that show? It was on, I think it was in syndication for the 70s called The Liars Club. Larry Hovis was the host, and
Yep.
they had a bunch of
Yep.
celebrities. It was almost like a Hollywood Squares, like you would dish out a fact about something, and then you would see if they were lying or not. So
Right.
we've got quite a few people in the Liars Club
Oh,
of day
man.
here of these last few days and weeks and months.
Yeah.
The administration that's taken place, who knows? The attorneys representing the administration could be in the Liars Club, but we know one guy for sure. It looks like, I would say 90%. I mean, City of Chicago really thinks so. Is this character actor named Jussie Smolett,
Yeah.
who had an interesting situation here in the late month of January, where he said he was attacked by two muggers. They were wearing MAGA hats, allegedly. That's what he claimed. They threw bleach on him. They yelled racist remarks and things at him and so forth. And then
And they put a noose around his neck.
yes, and he actually kept the noose on him until the police came hours
Which
later.
says
Whatever.
to me that was the key of what I'm saying.
Yeah. So anyway, now the thing is twisted that he got arrested, and we're still in the news. They're still trying to figure out he's going to go to trial. They're going to put it all together. But what's your take on this wild and wacky? Number one, this kid, he was a. I haven't really watched the show Empire, but I know it's a popular show, and he's a nice recurring actor on the show, recurring role he has, and very well liked, respected, I guess, often on camera and off the camera. But this situation here, I mean, what gives? Give me your take.
Okay, my feeling is that here's a person on Empire, which is a very popular show with superstar people. He is a secondary role type person, and in his lifestyles, he's saying to himself two things: I should be making more money because I'm on that show every week, and secondly, the LGBT community needs to have some more, what would I say, publicity
Yeah.
as for things that are being done against gays, because we know what's happening to blacks, we know what's happening in the whole area of what we call racism. But he's saying, I'm suffering double, but nobody cares. Nobody's watching me. I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, I get no respect.
I get no respect at all, Rodney.
So I
Yes.
think that his thinking was, I can set this up where we can enhance the concerns of both issues in one human being.
Yeah.
And from that, I can get a little play where they might even say, you're worth more money here on the show. Well, it backfired because some of the things he was using, I think, he never stopped to think that there are cameras around. I'm not sure how it got to the point where the two people who were a part of the scheme, the two brothers.
Yeah, they were extras on the show, I think.
Okay.
One of them was an extra, and the other one maybe a friend or something. I don't. Yeah.
Here are two black guys who were supposed to beat him up. So
Yeah.
if the cameras show that, that's got to. If I'm a detective sitting watching the camera, I'm saying, this is something wrong with this.
Yeah. And they also got video coverage of them going into the store buying
Into the hardware
yeah,
store.
the bleach,
And the rope.
and the rope. Yeah, so they got them on tape. And also, I think there was a check that was finally found for $3,500.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say all joking aside. Let's put choking in the mix. Somebody put on, I think, one of the social media websites. When the check, obviously it was a fake check, but similar to the one that was written in on the pay to the order. It said pay to the order muggers, $3,500.
Right.
But so then, of course, he's now claiming that days later. Oh no, I wrote that check because that guy, whoever the guy is, he wrote the check. That's for personal training and vitamins and supplements for he's up for some new role or he's auditioning and he wants to get himself in shape. So that's another twist, and who knows? That's part of the defense. I think they're going by.
There's enough questions throughout the process.
Yeah.
But the one that got me immediately was you keep the noose around your neck for any more than 5 seconds. Says to me, it's a setup. You don't go around if you got beat up and you got somebody threw something in your face, the rest of that. And I have a noose around. The first thing I'm going for, get the noose off my neck. I'm not even talking about the history of lynching. I'm
Yeah.
talking about as a human reflex. I'm saying,
Yeah.
no, I
that
don't want
thing
to
off
show
me.
it. Get this thing off
This
me.
thing off
And
me,
then
man.
secondly, if you leave it on, now seems like you're showing off.
Yeah.
And the showing off,
Like me.
whether it was-
Like
yeah,
if somebody
look at
breaks
me.
a vase and you
Right.
kind of you stay by the vase. Look,
Right.
the vase is broken. I didn't break it. My
Yeah.
sister or brother broke it. You know,
Yeah.
just you kind of
Yeah.
and it seems
That's the one that got me.
Yeah, but oh, by the way, just looking here on the show Empires, we're going on imdb.com. Very good website, by the way. Terrence Howard, who's the lead in it, someone said he makes close to 100,000
That's
an episode.
yes.
And I don't know is it Taraji?
Taraji.
Taraji Henson, another probably
Yes.
close to that amount of money. And I guess he was saying that he was making like 20,000.
That's right.
An
That
episode
was
and-
one of the keys. That
Yeah,
was
he
I was
was-
referring to.
But I believe he's been on every episode. But he, like I said, he's a recurring role. I
He's
mean,
done now.
Yeah.
He-
Oh, they wrote him. They're going
producers
to write him
said,
out. Yeah, they
"You're
said
done.
originally they were going to just have a limited
You're done.
space in the show, but now
You're
weeks
done.
later, with all this lying
done.
stuff came out.
You're done.
Out. Yeah.
And if the lie is
Goodbye,
not true,
Jussie.
then
Yeah.
he hasn't conceived.
Yeah.
Well, Cosby hasn't conceived either.
Yeah.
You see, so that was one of the most traumatic things in my life, to be frank, what
Yeah.
happened to Cosby.
Right.
And going into jail about 2 weeks ago, he still said something along the lines of, he's not going to admit or concede the fact that these are the things he did. So
Yeah.
the other guy has a little bit of an example of another superstar
Yeah.
who's in the public eye. He says, I'll never admit it. Well, whether you admit it or not, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
if it swims like a duck and quacks like a duck, if it flies south with the ducks, you might say, no, it's not a duck. I'm not a duck. Come on.
I'm a good-looking penguin.
That's right. Or you're a loon.
A loon. Yes. So, more details will be following in this interesting case. But there have been other, of course, cases of these things happening allegedly. You know, in the last 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
sexual assaults.
Yeah.
Other things to this nature, typical and relatable to Jussie Smolett. So it'll be interesting. Now they'll get it all together. Investigators are now piling up the hours and so forth. And,
But nobody
Like he
is-
said, he claims I didn't do anything wrong. You know. So
Yeah, but the pity of it is there's a lot of people who are coming out without even knowing the facts in support of his position as a person who is gay, who has a noose around his neck, who got mugged, etc.
yeah,
You don't hear nothing from them now.
yeah,
It's not like, never mind. Even Miss Latella could even say, well, never mind. They're not even saying that.
yeah. Well, this is victimhood. You know, it's
Yeah.
a new thing, and
Yeah.
they're saying victimhood was becoming entrepreneurial, but now
There
that
it is.
business is starting to go down. You know? So, thank you, Jussie Smollett. You just
You just ruined an entire industry.
ruined everybody's chance to make a buck. You know, so.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, but that's what's going on. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. And anyway, well, hey, that's it for this one. Any
I was
final,
going to say,
final words? Yeah.
I was looking at him a couple of times. He was a good-looking dude. I said,
Yeah.
maybe I can
Handsome
do it.
guy, yeah.
Maybe make my hair a little darker, get looking young again. Maybe I can get a job.
Yeah, umpire. Well, let's see. They just they got his name, by the way, on IMDb.com. It's listed number 3. I don't think it's of order of importance.
They might have snuck it up there.
Yeah, they might have put it up there a little
Right.
bit. Let's see what his star rating is. That's always a fun thing because that's when people check your IMDb.com profile, whatever. It goes up. So I'm sure people look. He's number 10. He's number. I think the star meter is what it is,
Yeah.
and I think it says number 10. If I'm looking, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you know for a fact he was probably in the 500, maybe anywhere between 100 to 500, maybe 250. But with all this case and
Yeah.
all this publicity, so he's ranked number 10 out of every big name superstar and actress.
So that was his projection.
Yeah,
He didn't expect it to backfire like this.
yeah. But now you're number 10. But hey, now you're not going to work anymore, so you'll be going back to the million, 100,000 probably.
You'll be working
category.
bagging groceries like the guy from the Cosby Show.
Oh yeah, that was Trader Joe's, I believe. Yeah.
Bagging
So.
groceries.
So anyway, but nonetheless, you try to
Comes
push
with
the
it.
envelope, and then you find yourself in a hot wax, if you will. So we'll see what happens.
So
with
Jussie,
yeah,
that's an interesting name.
yeah. Is it short for Justin? Let's see here.
We invent some names, man.
Yeah, Jussie. No, just Jussie Langston Micah Smolett is his
And a
name.
double L and a double S.
Yeah, and his nicknames are J Boogie, Juicebox, Smitty, and I think someone's going to put in Liar. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Just joking. But he's 5'11", so he's a tall guy. So anyway, that's it for this segment. More details. If we get any more juice later, we'll do another segment on this. But the legend of Jussie Smollett remains in the news. Anyway, Until next time, remember to search and dig deep, and you'll find the scoop that brings you to the bottom line. Have a great week. We'll chat with you soon. And before I say adios, Mr. Boddie, my good bud, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, my friend.
Okay, man. We'll talk next time. We'll get into some more. We'll delve into some more politics. We'll dig into some more scoop.
We got to do that.
We're gonna do
Especially
that.
with the stuff that's happening.
We're gonna do that. All right, folks. Be well. Have a good weekend. But by the way, make sure to subscribe. And also use sunscreen and take a fish oil pill. Take your fish oil pill. You'll feel a lot better.
I had my fish oil pill.
Good for you. Ciao for now. Take care, folks. Be well. See you next time.